Well, so this is apparently the new norm, right? Working from home and doing things like that. I can tell you that for the past year and a half, I have worked from home. I don't say that to brag. I say that to give you an idea and a help that if you are new to this working at home, there's a couple tips that I want to give you that maybe can help you out, all right? So the first one is keep your normal routine. In other words, if you get up at 5 or 6 and you go to the gym and then you come home and you shower and you shave and you get ready for the day, try to keep that trend. Find you a workout online that you can continue that workout progression and then go about your normal day as you would. The second piece kind of goes with, okay, now we've moved into the work day. What do we need to do? Well, I would say establish a place that is your workspace, and that's what you do there, and that's the extent of what you do there, okay? And so you need to minimize the distractions, right? And so find a cozy corner in the house or in a bedroom or whatever works best for you. But also, to minimize distractions, I would encourage you to take your phone, unless you absolutely need it for your business. I would encourage you to take it and set it even across the room, or like mine's right here and it's beeping and blowing up, right? But like take that phone and set it somewhere that it won't distract you from like gaining information about this whole process and different things like that. But those are 3 quick, easy ones that you can do. Another one I would say is try to limit your snacking. When you tend to work from home, you tend to go to the refrigerator more than you would during the workday. Now, if you tend to have snacks at your workday place, I would encourage you to do this. Create and have the same snacks that you take to work every day. Have those set aside and kind of partitioned out, and then you can pull from those just as you would at work. In other words, keeping your diet as balanced and as normal as you can, all right? If this is a time when you want to get healthy and cut some stuff out, then use that to do that as well. But I think those 4 quick, easy tips can help you in surviving this whole working at home piece. About to go run a couple errands, and tomorrow is our stay-at-home mandate that has been put out for 30 days. And so I can only imagine how crazy Target is going to be. But I have to go to Target. Really looking forward to that. But you're going with me. So here we go. Heading out into this big bad world, I can say, we live on a pretty busy street and the traffic is busy today, but I think it's mainly people probably going to gather stuff for the day. So I'm gonna go do this thing. I don't think it's as bad as we think today. We'll see. You're along for the ride. You're with me. We're figuring this out together. We're gonna find out what it looks like. I obviously hadn't been out of the house in like 24 hours. Let's go. So it's actually, first off, not an ad for Kohl's, but second off, it's actually opposite of what I expected it to be. I expected there to be a ton of people finishing up their last minute stuff before we go into this 30-day stay-at-home thing. But in all reality, what has happened is there's nobody out. Like, there's very few cars in the parking lot. Obviously, Kohl's, I don't know if it's closed or if just nobody needs or wants closed right now. Target was really not that busy, and there's other businesses that are closed. It's interesting where we are, right? Where people are trying to figure out what is going to be the new norm. We're going into this stay-at-home thing for the next 30 days. And I think folks are going, wait a minute, what is going on? But I was reading in Psalm 71 this morning, and there David talks about how his enemies are coming against him and the things that his enemies are saying about him. And at one point he says, my enemies are saying that God has abandoned me and left me. And shortly after that, he then says, but I will continue to find refuge in you. And I think that's where the camps that people are falling in. They're either falling in this place of saying, you know what, God has abandoned us, we are out here on our own, we've got to figure this all out, or it is increasing and deepening our faith by telling us and bringing us to a place that we realize that He is our refuge. I was having a conversation this morning with a fellow that I used to do ministry with, a great mentor of mine. His name's Billy McDaniel. He serves down in Louisiana. We were having the conversation of like, what's the Lord teaching you right now? And the thing that he shared is, I think, amazing, is that so many of our gods or things that we have made gods have just been stripped, right? Like, you want to make sports your God? I'm going to strip that from you. You want me to make education your God? It's going away. You want me to make all these different things you want to make all these things your God? I guess we're just going to have to strip them away. But in the stripping away, I think we can look at it one of two ways. God has abandoned me, or God is my refuge. And you know what? Those things aren't that uber important. But my hope is that when we come out of this, that we realize that the important things in life are not necessarily all these things that we make them. That guy has this whole parking lot, and he decided to drive right there. Okay. Anyway, he wanted to be on camera, I guess. The final piece for me is this: is that when we go back to our normal, though this will be our normal for the next 30 days, once we go back to our normal, I hope that we remember just how important. What? I hope that when we come back to our norm, whatever that's going to be, that we'll realize the significance and the importance of these foundational things that we are going to be building ourselves up in these next couple of weeks and these next couple of days. But also, I hope that your faith is being strengthened and you're finding refuge in God Himself and not necessarily in the things that have kind of been removed from your life. Because when they're removed, we then come to a place of fear and going, I have nothing else to stand on. Deep Thoughts by Ray. People kind of looking at me funny with my hood on out here in the middle of the parking lot. I'm going to go now. Location right here, right there, is the entrance to Target, Petco, Michaels, Office Max, Kohl's, Maurice's, Bed Bath & Beyond. Typically there is a line of traffic all the way back here with folks trying to get out of this place, in this place, and there has been maybe 10 cars in the past 5 minutes. Not at all what I expected, I can tell you that. Like the huddling, oh man, that is dark. Hold on. Alright, that's a little better. Man, the holing up, I think, has already happened. Like, I think everybody, oh my gosh, my hair, look at that. I'm a rooster. I think the holing up has already started. Hashtag stay at home. By the way, note, it is March 23rd. It doesn't happen until March 24th, so I am out and about, yes, because tomorrow is stay at home. And really, I only got out because Abby needs some medicine. So, I'm heading home now. And I won't drive while I'm doing this, so bye.